Social media can be a powerful tool for sharing the inspiring work taking place in our public schools. Teachers, administrators, and parent volunteers are using social media more and more for communication and outreach. And because your digital footprint can follow you forever, it's more important than ever to pause before you post. This video is intended to provide some best practices for responsible use of social media. We've organized our content with tips for district, school site personnel, parents, and students. School districts may post images, videos, and other student information to social media that focuses on a particular student if the following two conditions are met. The district has provided notice that the student's image may be used in this way, and the parent has not opted out. Be familiar with your district's policy. Every school district sends an annual notice to parents, often called a FERPA notice, which is short for the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. We recommend that districts review their annual FERPA notice to evaluate whether the section on sharing directory information about students should be updated to include newer forms of district communications, such as a district website or social media like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. School districts often use social media to promote student achievement and school activities, and they can use student images in these posts so long as parents are giving clear notice of this type of use and a parent hasn't opted out. A parent may have chosen to opt out for very serious circumstances. For example, to prevent a violent non-custodial parent from being able to identify what their child looks like, what classroom they're in, what school they go to, based on the school district's website or social media page. The district could face liability if a parent opted out of sharing their child's image on district social media and the teacher posted the image anyway. Review and update your procedures on communicating to teachers which students have opted out of having images posted to social media. Today's teachers are excited to share the wonderful work taking place in their classrooms, and principals are encouraged to share good news with school families. Social media is an effective way to do this, but keep in mind these tips. It's important to know which students have been opted out, so their images will not be posted, and the staff should understand the district's policies. There are a wide variety of social media platforms, and it's a good practice for teachers and staff to alert parents at the beginning of the school year about intentions to create classroom or school social media postings, as well as expectations for parents, which we'll discuss in a moment. School staff often have personal social media accounts too. Remember, if a teacher were to post an image of a student to their personal social media page without parent permission, it may be grounds for an allegation of unprofessional conduct. We recommend that teachers and staff refrain from posting student images on personal accounts. It can be difficult to restrict parents from posting images from public events such as graduation, sporting events, performances, and other situations where the school cannot reasonably control the capturing of images. However, school districts can always request that parents be mindful of posting images of individual students and ask as a common courtesy that they obtain consent before posting. Districts may also have their own ground rules for parent and student use of images. When a parent is acting in the role of a volunteer, capturing images at a school or at a field trip or event, it should be made clear what their responsibilities are. A school district has the discretion to place conditions on volunteering, such as refraining from posting images on personal social media. A parent may be asked to remove an image or message if it violates a student or staff member's privacy rights. It is critical that students are educated on the impact and potential consequences of posting images of themselves or others on social media. Most school districts permit cell phones on campus and have policies in place regarding responsible use of technology. As we've heard in the news, social media posts by students, including posts made away from school, can lead to bullying, harassment allegations, and more. School districts have an obligation to provide a safe school environment for all students and staff, and districts should have a policy in place for students on cyberbullying and interacting on social networking sites. We recommend that school districts not only adopt a policy, but also educate students on the risks and responsibilities associated with posting. Posting photos, videos, and personal information to social media can present a host of complex outcomes. That's why it's important that everyone in the school community consider their rights and responsibilities in posting to social media. So take a moment to pause before you post.